Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today is going to be a review video. I got 14 titles here. Some good, some not so good, some good one-time watches for me. So I'll just go in and a couple of rewatches as well, some 4K watches because now I can watch 4K. So the first one here is a very bizarre film called Strange But True. It says based on the acclaimed novel. Who wrote the novel? John Serles. I guess I say his name. Great cast in here. You get Brian Cox, Blythe Danner, and Greg Kinnear, along with Amy Ryan, Nick Robinson, and Margaret Qualley. Anyway, it's a very interesting movie. Basically, it's about this. There's an accident that happened 5 years ago. This girl went to the prom with her boyfriend and then got into an accident and her boyfriend died. But the shock of his death is reignited when his ex-girlfriend, Melissa, played by Margaret Qualley, who I think did a really good job in this. She visits his mother and brother and tells them that she believes she's pregnant with Ronnie's child, but it's been 5 years since he passed. There's a twist as to why she thinks that, because she still loves him and still wants to be with him, but he's been dead for 5 years. Family tries to dismiss her incredible claim because it's obviously been so long since he's been passed. So and then you just find out what really happened, what happened during the accident, and then the aftermath of that, and what she's been dealing with the last 5 years of her life. So really messed up toward the end there, but I like this movie. I don't know if I'll rewatch it though. I mean, I think it's a one-time watch for sure. It's really good, but I mean, I'll recommend it to anybody. But for me, I don't know if I'd ever watch it again. But it was pretty good. So Strange But True. It's from 2019, directed by Rowan Ethel. 96 minutes. I would give a digital code away, but I bought this used and it did not come with one. So if you've seen this, let us know down below. Next up, this one's called, it's from 1982, 92 minutes. It's called The Sunder. There was a Blu-ray of it. I was thinking about upgrading it before I watched it, but I watched this first just to make sure I actually wanted it in my collection. It says, your dreams will never be the same. This movie starts off really weird. You have this guy is just walking around. He's walking onto the beach and he tries to commit suicide by drowning in the ocean. He's committed to a mental hospital. This is the staff soon begins to suffer nightmarish visions with the power to kill. Things take an even stranger turn when the patient's mother arrives at the ward, convinced that her son is the second coming of Christ. That was a weird movie, a weird scene there. But yeah, this movie's just really weird. Like, I don't know if I'd watch it again, to be honest. But then again, I also fell asleep toward the middle of the movie, so I can't tell you what happened in the middle of the movie, and it was only 92 minutes, so I believe I bought this because it has Paul Freeman in it. So yeah, like I said, it does have a Blu-ray. This is a Paramount release, so I might go ahead and just upgrade it and give it a rewatch. I don't know. Okay, this movie right here, I was told it was really good. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It was just kind of like all over the place. Shiva Baby. It's a Utopia release from 2021. Directed by Emma Seligman. Sorry, I'm still a little stuffy. I enjoyed this movie, but there's a lot going on, and it takes place in like one little area. It only has one setting, if you will. She's nearly graduating college. Her name is Danielle. She's played by what's her name? Rachel Sennott. Yeah, Rachel Sennott. Rachel Sennott. Yeah, they go to a family Shiva, and she gets really like, anxious. She doesn't want to be there, but her mom and dad wanted her to go to meet the family and everything, and she just didn't want to be there. And then she meets up with her like ex-girlfriend and in there too, and it's just really weird. Basically, she needs money for school, so she's hooking up with this guy, and like there's a scene in there where she's hooking up with a guy, and then she leaves to go to the Shiva, and then it's just everything she's done in her life. Like she sees the other guy she's been having an affair with, because she meets his wife, and they had just had a recent child, so that was a little weird. Yeah, this movie's all over the place. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. It's not terrible, but again, I don't know if I'd rewatch it or not. Maybe, but yeah, she's got a bagel with some schmear on the disc there. Got a poster art in here, and then there is reversible cover art here as well. It's just her. There is a scene in here where when she's in the bathroom and she takes a photo of herself topless. You don't see anything, it's just all implied. But she sends it she's on this app or whatever for hookups or whatever. And then she leaves her phone in the bathroom, and then I forget who finds her phone in there. I don't remember. But yeah, it's it's interesting. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, go right ahead. It's not the worst movie I've ever seen, but it's definitely different. This was a third time watch for me, but I love this movie. Summer of '84. I saw this in the theater when it came out. I love that artwork too, by the way. But this is the 4K Blu-ray combo pack put out by Gunpowder and Sky. Yeah, there's the artwork. You get the 4K and the Blu-ray inside. I love that artwork too. And they also actually give you a fold-up milk carton in here as well, with the missing kid in the movie. But yeah, this is a whodunit type movie. They think it's the cop next door, which I won't give it away, but yeah, it's this movie's crazy, but I love this movie. Glad to have it in the collection on 4K, and highly recommend you guys check this out, because it looks really good in 4K too. Like during the bright scenes of the film, it just looks like, like you would in the theater. It's like, it looks real, 100% real, and not pixelated like some other things I'm about to talk about later. So next up, this is probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, because it tells you who's in here, and they're only in it for a short period of time. They turned this into killers. This is actually like a sequel to Room 9, which I have not seen. So I was like, I didn't know what the hell was going on. But they talk about certain stuff that happened, I guess, in the original movie. I do have it on DVD, but I never got around to watching it, because it gets a 2 out of 10 on IMDb. This one gets a 2 and 2.9. So I thought this was bad. I'm sure Room 9 is probably worse. This is directed by Thomas Walton. 88 minutes. I bought this because it has Taryn Manning, who I enjoy, Scout Taylor Compton, who I enjoy, Kane Hodder, Michael Berryman, Lauren Francesca, who I just recently watched in Amityville Karen, and she's done other stuff with Cool Duder, so she's a decent actress. But this movie just, ugh, it was tough to get through. Basically, it's about this girl who is assaulted by her boyfriend. She ends up committing suicide, and her best friend wants to get revenge on her boyfriend and his friends. So that's what she does the whole movie, and it's just nothing but her and flashbacks throughout the whole movie. Kane Hodder is in here for like one scene, and he does not talk. He's strapped up. He doesn't talk. He's just there getting tortured. Michael Berryman, he's not credited on here because he's in here in a photograph. He's not actually in the movie at all. But he is in room 9, so that's why they put him in the credits on here. Scout Taylor Compton. She plays the best friend that's going around killing people. I like her, so I have nothing wrong with her in this movie. It's more like the direction of the film and how they incorporated the well-known actors with like no screen time whatsoever, even though they credit them. They credit Kane Hodder on the cover. He's only in it for like 2 seconds. It's a selling point. I understand it, but at least give the guy some, like, you know, lines or something. Lauren Francesca plays the girl that gets assaulted and commits suicide, but she's in the movie, like, in the flashbacks and whatnot, so. And then Taryn Manning plays, like, this older lady. I forget what her character was. I was like, my attention was like gone at that point. So yeah, I don't recommend this movie. So yeah, that's definitely a non-keeper right there. Yeah, the next one here. This is a 2-pack, but I only watched one of them. So I watched The Chilling, which was from 1989. Basically, it's about it's kind of like a zombie movie. The bodies at a cryogenic center are defrosted by accident, and they turn into cannibalistic zombies, which zombies are cannibalistic to begin with, so why use that word? It was okay. I mean, the effects were cool. It was entertaining, so I was just say whatever. This one, I want to watch this one and see how it is. So for right now, it'll stay in the collection. This one here, I really had fun with. This is a horror anthology, but it's just the way that they shot it was pretty cool too. So there's like a, you know, there's a wraparound story, and then there's little segments. Basically, it's called Skeletons in the Closet. There's a lot going on in this though. So it's about this little girl. She's being babysit by this babysitter who's annoying as hell. This 11-year-old girl is obsessed with horror, which is awesome. She likes to watch this show called Skeletons in the Closet. Basically, it's about what's her name? Ellie Church's character. She's kind of, I don't want to compare her to like Elvira or anything, but she's like a host of this like anthology TV series. Her husband is dead. She killed him previously. I don't remember exactly how, but they do talk about it in the movie. But and then they just sit there on a couch and watch these VHS tapes of little stories. It's kind of cool. But anyway, I enjoy the little girl's character a lot because she's obsessed with horror and she's reading like horror comics and watching this show. Her babysitter is like doesn't like horror at all. She's on the phone a lot, you know, talking to her boyfriend, complaining about everything and anything. So yeah, and then the stories themselves are pretty cool. The first one's the best one in my opinion. It's about this this mother and her daughter go to visit her mother. Her mother is like really strict to a point where she just wants total control of everything that they do in the house. And yeah, it's crazy. And then something to do with, it's like evil and whatnot. Her mother, her old mother, is like a wicked witch. She doesn't want them doing anything fun. She really wants just to be left alone. Like, she doesn't even go out of the house. She has like some kid bring her groceries every week. So, and there's like an evil, I think, in the basement or something, and then her daughter gets really into it with her, and that's the reason why she moved out so long ago. And it's just, the effects were pretty cool too, and like the end, I don't want to give away the ending of that short story, but it's pretty messed up. So, and then the other two, what's the other two? It doesn't even say on the back here. They weren't that as memorable. I may have one. There was one guy running from his life in like a junkyard or something, and he met up with a gang or something. I don't remember that one particularly. And then the other story I don't remember, but I enjoyed this, and I enjoyed the wraparound story with the girl and her stupid babysitter. And yeah, that I don't want to give that away either, but there's a little twist with that too. So check this out. I got this on Hamilton Book. I don't know if it's still available there, but I got it for like $6 or something. This is put out by Cow Lamp, Scotchworthy Productions, and the Line Film Company. This is from 2018, 82 minutes, so it's a short anthology, but definitely check it out. This was directed by B.A. Lewandowski and Tony Wash. Alright, this one was pretty ridiculous too, but fun. I guess you'd call this fun. This was a comedy from 2022 called Ninja Badass. So there's a lot going on in this movie too. So I'm going to read the synopsis here because it's the best way to put it. So, the Ninja VIP Super Club is doing a slow drag across the American Midwest, culminating in female sacrifice when they kidnap a super hot babe that local scumbag Rex, who is played by the director, Ryan Harrison, has his eyes on. It's up to him to become the ninja badass to steal her back. Then she can have his babies. She doesn't want his babies. She just wants to be rescued and brought back home. That's pretty much what she wants. So, very over the top comedy in this movie. A lot of bad CGI in this movie. There's a scene where some guy's head just explodes, but it's like ridiculously bad. Yeah, I bought this really cheap on Amazon a while back, but I'm glad I did because I had fun with this movie. It's just stupid comedy. But yeah, check out Ninja Badass if you want to put on like a turn off your brain comedy. Watched The Evil Dead on 4K. I saw a little bit of a difference between this and the Blu-ray. A lot more grain. You can see a lot more grain in it. So that's pretty much it. Everything else was fine, but just a lot more grain in the movie itself. No digital for this one. I bought this used, but I enjoyed it. Like I said, I enjoy the Evil Dead movies. I just wanted to see what it looked like in 4K. Next one was a TV movie with Cheryl Ladd called The Haunting of Lisa. It's a TV movie, so if you guys like enjoy TV movies, you'll enjoy it. If you don't, you won't. But basically, there's a little girl that's murdered in the city park, and the police are trying to find out who did it. And this little girl here, Lisa Downey, she's having visions of what happened, and she tells her mom all this stuff, which is kind of weird because her mom also had visions of stuff too, so that's why they have a bond. But yeah, there's a lot going on in this movie, but you know, the police, I'm just gonna say the police department here is corrupt, because I'm just gonna say it, the killer is amongst the police department, so that's all I'm gonna say. And there was a crime in the shed in the park 30 years previous, where a young girl disappeared and her stepfather and mother were murdered by this kid named Buddy. So Buddy was put in a foster home instead of, you know, being tried as an adult. He was just moved to a foster home, and it says far from where this took place, but he came back, he joined the police department, and he decided to carry on and keep doing what he was doing back when he was 11 years old. So that's all I'm going to say about this movie, other than the fact that the little girl's acting is great. Unfortunately, she didn't really do much after this movie. This movie is from 1995, but she was a good child actress, but she doesn't have anything really much else in her filmography after this. But you know, Cheryl Ladd, she's been in a lot of movies. She was in Charlie's Angels back in the day, so I like the movie, but I don't see myself rewatching it. So unless they put it on like a box set of other movies, I'm good. I had fun with this one. I watched the first film of this double pack, Vacation of Terror Part 1. This is a Mexican horror film, directed by Rene Cardona the third, I believe. Not Junior, but his son, the third. Here's the reverse artwork on the back too. But anyway, I watched the first one. It takes place like when you first start to watching the movie, it takes place in like old times. They're hanging this witch. They burn her alive, and then they put all her stuff in a bunker with like, there's like a doll down there, which the doll is, it's that doll right there. And it's, you know, it's cursed. The whole town is cursed because the witch put a curse on the whole town. And then she put, like, I guess her soul is in the doll. You know where I'm going. Anyway. And then like years later, they put it up for sale as a vacation home. So this is like the uncle, his wife, which is, I don't think his wife's even on the cover. No. It's the uncle, his wife, who's expecting her third child. There's two boys, no, fourth child, I'm sorry. They have two boys, a little girl, and then the other girl here is his niece. So, you know what's kind of weird? These two are actually sisters in real life. So it's kind of weird. I mean, it's not really weird, but anyway, yeah, these two are sisters in real life, but she's the niece in the family, and this girl is his daughter. So you can watch the behind the scenes on this, or not, sorry, there's like interviews with the two ladies that were in this movie, and then they talk about it as well, so in Spanish, but there's English subs. Anyway, they buy the home for a vacation home, and then they go there and find out it's not their dream vacation home. It's cursed. It's it's not haunted, but it can be, kind of is haunted. But anyway, she finds the doll is in the bunker. She, I guess, telepathically or whatever, she goes down in the bunker and finds the doll. So the uncle's like, yeah, whatever, you can have the doll, whatever. You should have just left it there. Actually, you should have just left town. So the kid keeps the doll, and then things just go downhill from there. The doll does not like the family. The doll definitely hates the mother, so the doll decides to give her extra pain from the pregnancy. So the uncle has to bring her to the hospital to watch her, but they don't find anything wrong with her, obviously. And then while the two of them are gone, the niece is in charge of the three kids, and like her boyfriend is there as well. He joined them on vacation, which is strange. But anyway, yeah, everything just goes downhill from there. The doll is cursed, and she takes control of the other two boys. They can't do anything while she tortures the two of them. But the thing is, though, besides the opening act where the witch dies, nobody dies in this movie. Like, it's just, they're tortured. This guy gets stuck in a mirror for a little while until they overcome everything, and then he's back. He comes back. I don't know. But I enjoyed the film for what it was. I definitely want to watch part 2 now, because apparently his character comes back in the second movie, but nobody else does. So I want to see what that has to do with it. But yeah, I like Rene Cardona films. I like his dad's films. I enjoy his films as well. So definitely looking forward to part 2. Yeah, I probably gave that movie too much detail away, but I mean, nobody dies. Sometimes it's not a bad thing, though, because you actually like the characters in this movie. At least I did. Oh boy, this one was interesting. This is Creature from the Hillbilly Lagoon from 2007. 86 minutes, rated R for nudity and blood and violence. This movie wasn't the greatest. It was okay, but it wasn't great either. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff in here too, though, so I thought that was fun. Unfortunately, though, I couldn't finish the movie because the disc decided to get stuck with like 3 minutes left of the movie, so I couldn't watch the ending, so that sucked. But again, it's cheesy, it's stupid, it's kind of funny too. It has to do with like aliens and stuff like that, but would I watch it again? Probably not. But if you guys enjoy stupid horror comedies, check it out. I gave this a rewatch because I thought it was alright when I watched it back when it came out in 2014. This is Mockingbird from Blumhouse. Does not have a Blu-ray here in the US. Again, I thought it was just okay. It's a found footage movie. Basically, these 3 people are receiving anonymous unmarked video cameras and a horrific ultimatum to continue filming or die. And the terror that they go through, each one of them does. It's okay. Like I said, I wanted to rewatch it just to see if I wanted to keep it in my collection, and I'm probably gonna just get rid of it. And then the last one here, this one was actually surprisingly good, like for what it was. It's a very low budget film, but I enjoyed it. This is 13 Tracks to Frighten Agatha Black. There's a lot going on in this movie. But yeah, so there's an event that happens with Agatha Black and her caretaker, which happens to be her aunt. I forget her aunt's name, but anyway, these 2 masked intruders break into the house. I don't remember exactly what they were looking for, but they they try to attack. They don't attack her though, because she has a knife, and she like drops the knife, and she accidentally like hurts her foot with it. I guess she stabs her foot with it, and they, instead of like attacking her, they just run around her and go to attack her aunt. Her aunt passes away, and then she get obviously. Then it goes to date the real time, and her other aunt is like in control of the estate or whatever. She wants to sell the house because the neighborhood is like very crime ridden. So, and her other aunt is very power hungry, very wants to be in control. And her other aunt's like not nice whatsoever. She's kind of a yeah. Anyway, I don't like her aunt's character, but anyway. But yeah, it's kind of weird though, because she starts finding these like old records. I guess that her aunt's dad gave her years before. There's a flashback of that in the beginning of the movie too. So just different like horror stories on vinyls. So she takes out her record player, and starts playing them like randomly throughout the movie. And then what she hears on the records become like reality. This couple that live near her, also their house also gets broken into, and they both get murdered. And then it like tells her where things are, and she goes to a trash can in there, and she finds a hammer that has blood on it, which that was in the record. It was kind of weird, but yeah. And then she gets haunted by like, there's like the burglars come back for her. She defends herself. She thinks she kills them, but then they like, get up and then like taunt her and stuff. It's like ghosts or demons or whatnot. I don't know. It's very low budget, but I had fun with this one, so this one's staying in the collection. So that's it for today, guys. Sorry it's like over half an hour long, but I wanted to talk about these movies. So if you've seen any of these, let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed them or not. If you want to check them out, go ahead. Just don't waste your time on this one though. This one was crap. Take care, guys. See you guys later. Bye.